Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here at another NTW 3 Battlefield today as we get on with NTW 3 Week View, and we are starting off with a very explosive start. As you can see, these grenadiers here for Russia are firing upon some chasseurs cheval of Bernahay's corps here. We are at Borodino once again. We had a few Borodino scenarios in our time, and we are here once again. We have obviously France versus Russia. But France is not alone today this time. They have Poland with them here. Pontiniowski's corps is here. We also have Murat, or Murat I should say. And then over here, who do we have? We have Borodino as well, who is also here today. So we have got an interesting scenario for sure. This is the one was sent in by Kingston, a fellow YouTuber. Definitely go and check out his channel. He does a lot of NTW3. He's also getting into 12-12. So definitely go and check out his channel. I'll leave a link for it in the description. Yeah, just massive thank you for him for sending this one in. I'm looking forward to this one for sure. And Russia, yeah, somehow has got this poor grenadier unit here isolated on the other side of the river. And it is basically just, well, ready to be just taken out by these, this cavalry here. There's got a lot of chasseurs cheval waiting to take it out. And you can see like the columns of infantry. I presume this is mainly Italian infantry. Or maybe not. I would have thought it would have been with Bernahay. Oh, you got Velites. Yeah, there you go. Velites of the Grenadiers of the Guard here. Oh, Velites. So they have got some Italian units, but they have got some French as well, so that's good to see. And there you go. Looks like the chasseurs are going to go ahead and try and take out this Grenadier unit. But yes, as we continue NTW3 week, I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Not getting too overwhelmed with the amount of NTW3 content that is coming out. Yeah, I did say that it would be a whole week of it, and yeah, I'm keeping to that pledge. But yeah, we've got another great battle here for you today, and this is certainly a brilliant one. There's lots of Russian cavalry as well, so from on the far side. Looks like Russia's going to be quite content at holding this side of the river. Doesn't want to even bother fighting for Borodino. But yeah, so it seems like that Russian unit's instantly gone. What did they send in Grenadiers line? And there you go, it's gone already. And yeah, so anyway, do apologise. I just thought I heard someone at the door, and I was like, I have to go and answer the door. No, apparently not. But anyway, yes, look at all these. Oh, we've got Polish Lancers here as well. Interesting. Allies, there you go. That's the French are taking the river. How do these Russians get behind us? Oh, this is a light cav. Okay, so yeah, this light cav is here. And yeah, this probably wasn't a great idea with Murat here. I mean, like, basically an entire cavalry corps. I think he has actually got entire cavalry, which would make sense, obviously, Murat being a very famous cavalry commander. Yep, just having all cavalry. So I'm expecting a lot of domination by the French in the cavalry sector. They're going to do a lot of damage there. And Russia as well. Notably, Russia's infantry can't usually form square. French mainly can, though. They got Trilliers. Oh, they got Emperor's Cousins are here. I love to see the Emperor's Cousins. Great to see them here. And yeah, as you can see, oh, these light infantry can form square, actually. Well, that's... Oh, these ones can't, though. Yes, it's probably about a 50-50 on what can and can't. And also the Poles are here, so I would have thought the Poles would have brought a lot of cav, but no, they brought a lot of their infantry. Kind of a surprise, actually. Poland having really good cavalry, and then we've got some more like light cav here, and lots of Russians over here. Lots of actually kind of crap Russians, though, put it like that. These are not great Russians. I don't look at that, 422 men in a unit. Yeah, that's not going to be a great unit. What is the commander over here? We've got Denis Davidov. I've literally never heard of that guy. Okay. Over here, obviously, Borodino is getting ready. Borodino often has a massive corps, and today it does look like it's the same. There's a cavalry fight here as well, maybe? I'm not really sure entirely. Not sure. These look kind of like chasseurs dead, though. So maybe there's just some chasseurs. Well, yeah, this chasseur over here, I think, is the one that took the casualties. So they look like they've routed whatever it was. Yeah, lots of infantry here. Obviously, the Swiss are back. And I presume that this is, yeah, Bernahay here. I mean, Bernahay's not got the biggest, of course. It's pretty decent. It's also got Italians in it. And the Italians, notably in history, are not great fighters since the Roman period. But to be fair, they do pretty well under their commander here, their stepson of the Emperor. Not doing too bad. You see the Russians setting up, looking glorious as ever. The Poles in the distance. So I do expect the Russians to kind of like come across. Are they still, what are they doing? Oh, we're going to see a massive cavalry charge here in a moment by the looks of it. No, maybe not. These lancers, the Polish lancers, thought they were going to go for it, but maybe not. But yes, if you've, like I said, if you've been enjoying the content and would like to see more of NTW3, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. Also, feel free to send in your own NTW3 replays if you've got some. They're always much appreciated. I mean, I already get plenty of them, but I mean, more the merrier for sure. I would love to look at your like guys' battles and see what you've been up to. We've got lots of like cavalry massing over here now for the Russians. We've got more here that they probably want to send over. They probably want to send as much as they can because, I mean, look at all the French cav that is massing here. There is no way they get through this. And then you've got Murat down there himself in the 16-man unit. They're going to need more cav. The Russians are going to need more cav. They're going to need to put these artillery pieces to good use as well, just putting holes into the cavalry regiments. Yeah, like all this artillery here is in the wrong spot. They've already lost one actually, a 4 out of 5. How did they lose one? Maybe artillery firing off. They've also got like another one here that's taken a casualty, 3 out of 4. So clearly, yeah, you can see they've lost 2. So they're clearly being sniped by the Poles. We've got another one over here, just a mere singular one. There's more scattered around it, but yeah, you can see all the redoubts that are set up. And it looks like maybe like there's a Russian corps here that's basically just going to stand off against Borodino, and this like forest is going to be like the no man's land. It seems like there's another corps around here. Are we about to see a Russian charge? It looks like we are about to see a Russian charge here. Some sort of light cav coming in, maybe going for a cavalry, for an artillery unit, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I'm still really surprised that the Poles brought so much infantry. I mean, it is viable. It is a viable play style, but their infantry's not great. I mean, they've got some good infantry, like average infantry. Their grenadiers aren't great either. This is one of their better ones, I think. But I don't mind bringing the Polish infantry myself. But if you do play Poland, you are supposedly supposed to bring a lot of cav. I just realized the Russians hold this building here as well. What do they put in here? I'm not actually sure. Otriad, so I presume that's like a guerrilla unit of some sort. They're going to send in grenadiers anyway. They'll clear them out. Yeah, they still got all this like these. What are these? These are just like irregular units as well. So this seems like it might be one of the like Cossack factions or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we will see. It seems like the cavalry. Yeah, this cavalry is very interested in trying to take someone out for the Poles. I'm still also waiting for the big standoff that's going to happen, the big charge that's going to happen between the French and the Russians here. This is going to be. I have a video that's called like the biggest cavalry charge ever. This might actually beat it. This is insane. Here we go. It looks like we're about to see it happen. Oh my gosh. The Poles are going in. Oh my gosh. Cuirassiers going after Cuirassiers. No, they were Lancers actually. Sorry, they were Lancers going after Cuirassiers. They're going to need to send more heavy stuff in there, the French. They're piling in a lot here, and they might be able to sneak around like the Russians here, but oh my gosh, look at the mess down here. There is a lot going on down here. Oh my gosh. So much cav going in. Looks like the French are kind of losing. I'm seeing a lot more routing French units right now. That's kind of concerning. You see the Russians over here. They're managing to get around the back. There is some cavalry back there for the French that are still in reserve. And they are surrounding the French currently right now, these hussars here. French look like they have won this flank a bit. They are starting to rout Russians. You can see there's plenty going off the sides. That is the thing, they're redlining currently, so if you rout, you're going straight off the battlefield. And you can see here, they are starting to... how is this unit winning slightly? How is this Dragoon winning slightly? It's fighting thousands of French cavalry. And there you go, the French reserves coming up now. This is like more Polish Lancers coming up. I mean, the Russians started off really strongly. They routed a lot of French units, but there's still so many. And it's just this Cuirassier really left holding the line. routed. And that's all the Russian cav gone on this side. That is kind of concerning. There's a little bit over there I can spot. Actually, is that cavalry or is that just artillery? That's just artillery, like, forces. There is some dragoons here. But, I mean, that one dragoon unit's not going to save the Russians now. They're in a lot of trouble when it comes to that. They are very, very much in trouble now. I mean, what do they do? I mean, they were already in trouble anyway with, like, there's just so much cavalry, and this is all, like, Murat's, like, cavalry, really. There is a bit of, like, Berhanet here, I would have thought, maybe, but not much. Yeah, some Italian, I thought I saw some Italian dragoons. But yeah, what do you do, really, against all this cavalry? You just kind of pray that you're going to survive. Over on this side, the French are now actually about to start to engage by the looks of it. Oudinot is about to engage some of these regulars over here. And it looks like we're about to see another cavalry charge over here now. A smaller scale one. I mean, if the French, if the Russians win this side, I mean, they just rout it instantly there. This is light cav, I guess, against chasseurs. They did rout that chasseur, though. If the Russians can win this one, I might give them a chance to beat Oudinot. I'm not exactly sure what they've got in the way of line infantry, but haven't really seen it yet. But they're putting some fire onto the French here, and they've routed both the French units. There you go. It cost the two of theirs, but there you go, a small little win there. Have they still got any? I mean, they still got more cavalry, the cuirassiers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're in a bit of trouble when it comes to these guys. They took the building, by the looks of it, pretty simply, because there isn't anyone now in it. Like that. This is a big, what's this? This is the assault column, isn't it? Yeah, I love this unit. Every time I see it, this goddamn unit, it is awesome. Marching forward, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, just the masses of French infantry moving up in column right now. Obviously, NTW3 moving up in column is the fastest way to move around the battlefield. If you don't know, if you're new to NTW3, that's what you need to do. Russians here are just kind of standing looking at the Poles. I mean, honestly, the Poles have not got much cav, have they? They brought very little. I wonder if it's like really elite. This is how it's been battered to pieces a bit. Don't know where the Poles are going. Wonder whether they're going to try and squash the Russians in with Oudinot. Maybe the case. It doesn't look like the Russians over here are making any push. They're quite happy just to stand and wait at their redoubt. I imagine there's a lot of infantry here.
Our men are running, sir.
Counters and stuff setting up. What is running? Oh, the Poles went in. They actually did go in. They did actually get broken, but they did break one of the Russians. They still got some cav. And here you go. Murat is just coming in and just going to clear up with some cavalry of his own. Some of his own Polish lancers coming in. So this is where all the Poles are. The Russians still have more cavalry just dotted around places. Just, I guess, waiting for like an artillery to like become available to just assassinate. Looks like we also had some chasseurs here that went across the river. I think they were going to possibly try and go for the guns. Probably wasn't the best idea. Shells going off over here as well. The French very much under heavy fire. And as you can see, look at the bodies of all these French and Russian cavalry. Good God. Good God. I wonder if any of the Russian cav rallied. I mean, it doesn't look it. Seeing, oh, that's the grenadiers. Yeah, I don't know. Don't think it did. Is this a howitzer? Yeah, this is a howitzer over here, I think. This is insane. It's a massive howitzer unit. Six guns. It's been firing, just chucking shells, I think, in to the French. And yeah, they've got another one set up here as well. This is horse artillery. So I think the Russians holding a good, strong defensive position over here. It's a shame they've not got any really much cav left. Another cav has appeared though here. This Guzaria, this like hussar unit. So that's slightly positive. Anyway, back over on this side, Oudinot is now engaged. As you can see, with this is I think is his light infantry. Oh no, it's his light infantry. It's his Swiss. They're actually, you know. I mean, the irregulars here are holding their own a little bit. As the French send in, what they're sending in now, the cuirassiers are going in. They're actually kind of beating up. Oh, here we go. Russians starting to appear now. Russian line infantry over here. The Poles are starting to show, reveal them. As you can see, the French with their chasseurs and cuirassiers are kind of just slowly overwhelming the Russians. These irregulars aren't going to stand. What's here? Some more light cav. That's not a good sign. Yeah, the Swiss coming forward here. They actually did rout one of the Swiss. We've got some Croatians here. Look at them. They're firing off pretty damn quickly, aren't they? They're just putting round after round into these guys. I mean, this unit here, I'm surprised it's holding. We've got Portuguese here. What else we got? Legion of the Alps. Is this a Corsican unit? Le Corsairs? I don't know. Maybe not. Someone will probably tell me what it means. What routed there? The cuirasses are now gone, and there is more dragoons over here. So clearly the Russians aren't out of Cav. It's just that it's hidden. But I imagine they've lost like a good chunk of it, put it like that. I mean, they lost a big chunk, definitely. And they ain't going to be able to stop all this infantry. I wonder how much of it can form square. It doesn't look like a lot of it can. I mean, I'm just hovering over a couple of units. This is some Hollandaise. It's a Dutch unit, I presume. I'm presuming, yeah, it seems like it's, again, probably a 50-50 on what can form square and what can't. The Russians just charging forward like absolute madmen. And they're going to get gunned down. Over on the other side, looks like the French have also started to engage. This is around the village of Borodino, as you can see at the top. Looks like they are starting to engage now. Having a little bit of a line battle going on here with the line infantry of the Russians. If you haven't checked out yesterday's video, you saw the Russians engaging the French and surrounding them, which is a really cool one. And that was certainly a very, very fun one. Definitely recommend going and checking out that one. Good volley going off there. More cavalry engaging over here. What we got here? Some dragoons. This Grassy did actually return to the Russians. That's good. What we got here? More dragoons coming up. This is guard, like Italian unit. Yeah, under Bernay. I mean, that just got gunned down by Russian infantry here that formed square. So that's a bit of a win there for the. And this is Russian infantry. I just realized. So this Russian. Wow. Yeah, this just appeared out of nowhere. So yeah, there you go. The Russians kind of like taking out a couple of units of dragoons there for the French. I mean, that's a big win. I don't know where all the French cab's now gone. It's now all back here. Okay, the French cab's now all is trekking the entire way. So it's gone from like sort of here all the way over to Borodino. And it's now coming all the way back across. And it looks like he's going to come and help out against with Borodino. I don't know if that was the smartest idea in the world. I think that this is the main threat for the French. This is where most of the Russian forces are. And you can see the Russians taking the offensive. They think they've got the numbers to take out Bernay's corps. And they possibly do. Over here as well, looks like they're just kind of like the Poles are starting to arrive. I don't know what they're really doing. It looks like they are going to line up against the Russian corps here, while some of it like maybe surrounds. Looks like they're surrounding what remained of the like the irregular units here. And this poor like 400-man unit is running. It's down to 100 odd men. It's getting gunned down as well by like this line infantry unit here, just mercilessly just racking up the kills. And we've got more Russian cav here. This is the Russian cav that we've already seen. This dragoon Kinborn here, and we've got some like light cav here, and they're just like very much looking for opportunities. Could go for this assault column. Can't form square. Grenadiers can though. There's no real. I mean, Udinot's lost a lot of his cav, and also his artillery is very much for the taking right now. Might be worth taking out. 8-pounder and a 6-pounder. Might be worth taking out, to be fair. Just being patient, waiting. This is possibly why Murat's coming back over here. Because, well, he has no cavalry here as Udinot now. He's kind of expended all of his cav. But then you can say the same for Bernay, who's now having to deal with, well, what's the set in here? Some chasseurs. They're having to deal with, like, another light cav from the Russians. Bernay's now lost another cavalry unit. I don't think he actually has any left. More importantly, I think that was his last one, his last throw of the dice there. So now he's just down to infantry, bar his obviously his general, Bernay, who's just like a mere cavalry unit. I mean, yeah, you can see they're in full retreat, really. They started at that river, like at the edge of the river, and now they're being forced back. Might be going back to their start position, to be honest. It looks like Russia is going to be able to take Borodino for himself. Over here, Russia is now also starting the engagement with France and Poland. And the French look uninterested. They look like they were just going to go form column, just go straight past them. But no, he's going to set up now. This poor French is getting shot back. Turn around, turn and face. The officer firing off his pistol. It's always great to see. Yeah, the Russians weren't a fan of that. They really look at this, like how much firepower the French is putting against one Russian unit. It's going to do a lot of damage. Where's Murat's cavalry? It's starting to arrive now. Murat's cavalry is also to the flank of the Russians right now. I mean, these grenadiers can form squares, so they're okay. This is lifeguard grenadiers as well. Someone was asking whether we'd see more of the lifeguards, and here you go. Here's the lifeguard unit, and there is a core for the lifeguards as well. Right now, here's a perfect specimen of one. They are holding, and look, these guys can form squares. So they might be able to stop Murat's charge if anything comes in. More cavalry appearing here. This is some lancers, some Uhlans here appearing. Seems like the Russians have more than a cav than they were letting on. A vicious line battle going on here now. There you go, more cavalry going in. Lancers going in, got a good charge there on the Uhlans. The Polish cavalry, which is actually not under Poland, is doing a very good job. Routed another lance there. And look at this, the lifeguards actually, you know, taking a pretty big beating. Look at that morale, is pretty shook. They might actually break to Grenadiers of Poland here. And you see, they're going to try and... This is very smart. Oh my gosh, this cuirassier here has been stopped in its tracks and may want to pull out of that combat. I mean, I don't know. The Grenadiers charged in a melee to try and stop them from forming square, which is smart. To then allow the cavalry to come in and just do the damage. The cavalry lost a lot of men there. Probably wants to just try and rout the Grenadiers here, which they've done. They have actually routed the lifeguard Grenadiers as well, and you can see the Russian right here has just been smashed to pieces. Got more cavalry back here, more dragoons. And look at this, obviously the cavalry can go after all sorts here. It's going to go after the line infantry, I think. I think it has this free will to take out that cavalry. That artillery. Here we go. Lance is going in. They'll probably rout that unit very, very quickly. As you can see, the Poles here, just like Poles and the French, just able to stack up infantry. The Russians can't deal with it. Lots of Grenadiers as well. Lots of Grenadiers at risk here. Engaged as well? No, it's not. Why are you shouting away then? Grenadiers Pavlovsk. This is another lifeguard unit? Or is this the same one? I can't believe that's the same one. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is the same one. I can't actually see the old one. Yeah. I thought they lost more than that. But there you go. They're going to take a lot more casualties now. Their morale is actually not that great. Yeah, Grenadiers, the French, for the Poles, sorry, doing a lot of damage right now. And I was saying that the Polish Grenadiers aren't that great. Maybe they are a bit better than I thought. Dragoons here, helping to try and pin down these Lancers. They're going after all the guns here. They have routed, well, everything routed, in fact. There you go. Poles, French, a lot. Everything routed. Looks like the cuirassiers here, they're going to try and have a go on this line infantry as well. Murat's corps looks a bit thin on the ground. I mean, I say that, there's more carriage that appears. With Chevaliers, some Uhlans, some Dragoons, a pretty fresh cuirassier as well, and then Murat himself. But it's still, yeah, it's still looking a bit thin on the ground. And look at this. Like, look how far Bernahay's been forced back. He's going all the way back to the woods. They have routed this cuirassier, luckily. I'm not quite sure how they managed to, but they did.
We have killed their general.
Croatian unit here. General's died. Whose general just died? Okay, Davidov died, which I'm pretty sure he commanded most of the irregulars, and I don't know how much infantry he had as well. But obviously that's not going to do any good. Another general's died. Oh, Tuchkov's gone as well. How's he just got assassinated? Just like by line infantry as well. Look at this steamroll currently by the Poles and the French. Doing a lot of damage. I mean, the thing is, it's all going quite well over here for the French, but on this side, I mean, this is probably where most of the Russian forces are now. They are, like, destroying Bernahay's corps right now. Bernahay's corps is in a lot of trouble. And his general's now under threat. Might be about to lose his general. I think a lot of generals died in a very short amount of time, possibly. I love these, like, Italian units, like the Velite Grenadiers. They look awesome. They got another one here, actually. Grenadiers as well. Italian. Just the Italian units. Some of the Italian units are awesome. They really are. They need to stop firing here though. They're just firing to the flank of their own troops. It doesn't do any good for for morale. Friendly fire. Just turn and face at the edge of this forest, and you should be okay. You should be able to outgun the Russians to a certain extent. They may just need to angle their line a little bit more so they are able to kind of contain this Russian flank. Whatever the Poles have left here needs to be started to get thrown to support and just harass the Russians to just give some relief to Bernay. As you can see here, it's just kind of full speed ahead for the French and the Poles. Full speed ahead. This poor little Russian line infantry. Oh, it's not even line; it's sappers running for the hills. Hopefully, they've got plenty of stuff set up here in the rear guard. I don't know what they've really got left, the Russians, that isn't already thrown up here, but we'll see in a moment. As the Italians are dueling it out. We've got the silent muskets, apparently. Looking glorious is over. There we go. Here we go. What's coming in now? We've got more. We've got infantry coming in somewhere. Here we go. Light infantry. For the Russians being sent in. Might be able to take out this Croatian unit that's on the flank. Big old charge by the Russians. They're sitting in grenadiers, line infantry, more grenadiers. A lot of line infantry. They just seem like they're going to go for a melee charge. They might be able to break these Italians. There's Italian line infantry and there's Croatian infantry. Yeah, they broke the Croatians. They might be able to break these Italians as well. You see, the morale is not looking great, and they are retreating. Yeah, they broke that one as well. So, yeah, Bernay still taking losses here. I thought he kind of turned it around a little bit. He's got more grenadiers to guard here. He's got some good units as well. He should just stand his ground, I think. Stand his ground. The French and the Poles are on their way. I mean, they're still a long way off, but they are on their way. I can't imagine there's much here. Well, I say that. There's more units starting to appear out of the fog. They might have more than I thought. Yeah, and the French are in full retreat here. So many Italians doing what they do best. Run for the hills. Nah, that's a bit harsh. The Italians fought well in this period. Certainly in the Russian campaign, they actually did a very good job. I mean, they're getting gunned down now for their cowardice and running away. I mean, over here, I don't know how many Russian units are actually here, because obviously some will now be hidden. The French can be aggressive at this point. There's not that many. Oh, there's a few more appearing now. Even still. You can see the Russians are leaving units behind as well. Isolated units as well. I mean, these two line infantry, yeah, they can form square, but you can just take them out with like line infantry. Oh, more line infantry is starting to appear. This is a bit concerning. Murat's got some hussars over here that are, and some chasseurs that are going to go up and try and support. Look, they're going to go for these guns here. They've been wheeling these howitzers up the entire time. I think they have been. There you go, just taking out those guns. They're no one's business. Look at that, they just like kind of disintegrate. Is that a general? Oh no. This was a general, yeah. Yaroslav Sabin was an artillery general. Fair enough. I didn't realize, but there's another general here. Bagration's here. Don't think he'll get taken out. Don't think they have the momentum to the cap to take that one out. And here we go. Big Russian charge coming in. Going after the Emperor's cousins. And they broke pretty quickly. They're getting a lot of musket fire. Like, Right now, I don't know why the Russians did this. Really, they're just getting like volley fired just before they like hit the French lines, to be honest. I mean, over here they're doing a bit better. They're holding the line. There you go, they broke those ones. Yeah, I don't know really why Russia did this. Like, he had the numbers. I mean, yeah, they were like threatened by a couple of cavalry units, but nothing like major. Nothing major scared them. Yeah, the French cavalry is starting to appear, but again, they probably could have dealt with it. And now they just instead went into a melee charge, which, in all honesty, I don't think they were going to win. Like, the French had some good units. But then maybe they felt they weren't going to win the gunfight either, because again, they have some good units, as you can see here. They've got those Italian Grenadier Guards, which are really, really good, I believe. They certainly don't seem to have lost many men. You see the Russians, a lot of Russians breaking in. That's kind of a shame, because the Russians are doing a good job. There's more infantry just appearing out of the woods here. Look at this. Oh no, these are the ones that were left behind somewhere. Dragoons just come flying in. Forming squares, a smart idea. Don't know why the other one didn't. Don't know if he just got caught out. And these ones unfortunately cannot form square, and they're going to get cut down by the dragoons. By dragoons, by cuirasses, sorry. Not by dragoons. Dragoons are over here. And yeah, look at that. The French, they've kind of come out of that one pretty well. They've lost like this flank over here. They actually did lose their elite grenadiers. They did lose a lot of actually pretty nasty, like pretty useful units. Good thing they don't really have to do much more fighting, I don't think, because well, looks like the Russians are basically out of troops now. They are having a little bit of a firefight over here, but obviously nothing was going to stop like the juggernaut that was the French and the Polish forces over here. Russians here doing their utmost to survive. That one's broken. Sappers here. I mean, it's poor Russians getting gunned down. How the Polish infantry has just disproved my theory today. Usually it's not that great, but today, I mean, it's not really had much of a challenge, I wouldn't say. They've not really had to face anything too difficult. I mean, the Russian infantry is also notably not that great. They're just known for like mass effect and kind of melee. Just having a lot of it. I certainly think that the Russians probably didn't bring enough numbers, like certainly to take advantage of all that, like the French having a lack of infantry, you could say, with obviously Murat being like a full cavalry corps. But yeah, they seem to have come out of that one. I mean, Bernay's had a pretty rough game, I will admit. It's been forced back the entire game. Seems to come out of it relatively well. We're about to see a volley into the side of this cavalry unit. That's pretty deadly there. I'm surprised the French haven't just gone in to try and take out these last couple of units of the Russians. Even if they can form square, you might as well try. And over here, it looks like the villages of Borodino, which they took, lost, and then have retaken, is back in Polish and French hands. Some Russians returning though. They fancy a second go at the by the cherry. Just waiting on like the last few units to for the Russians to really rout. The Russians getting a decent volley off here though on the cuirasses. I mean, it's a little bit too far out of range. Not going to like kill too many. Some Polish cavalry getting around the flanks as well. I mean, what they need is just some infantry. They just need some infantry from the like Bernay's corps here to just come up, just melee charge it. So then the cavalry can just go in and hammer and anvil. That's just all they need to do. We've got a bit of a line battle going on here in the forest. Looks like the Russians, though, just doing the old tried and trusted tactic of just marching forward slowly to their deaths. The Russians now fancy, now that they've lost so many troops, they now fancy a line battle. So it also looks like the Russians didn't quite form square. This one can't form square. I think it's trying to protect itself inside the one that can. Which is not a bad idea. Looks like, yeah. Again, the Russians just coming forward in the tried and trusted tactic of marching forward slowly. That's a light infantry unit as well. That could have like shot from range, outranged some French infantry. Russia over it is sort of responding. Can't even see the lines. They're firing that rapidly now. And here you go. The horde has arrived of Poles and French. Poles leading the way. Udinot's relatively got an untouched core. He lost a couple of infantry units. They lost like a Swiss unit and like that was it, I remember. Udinot barely had to fight. As you can see, these numbers are looking pretty healthy. Forming square now to stop it. I mean, they're just going to get shot at. I mean, right now it doesn't really matter about friendly fire. You can do what they want. Do what they want. It looks like they rout the remaining units over here with this help of the Polish Cav. I like how the Poles have just left what remained of their like core over here. Just decided to just like, I don't know. Their guns have barely done anything. They just kind of like just stood and shot from a distance, like half-heartedly, just gone. Don't forget about us, guys. They're sort of shooting at this line infantry over here. What's left? Well, there's still stuff around Borodino. They just left these two units. Udinot, turn around, do something. Anyway, I'm just gonna fast forward now because well, it's just the cleanup, just the cleanup really now. I mean, it already was probably before. But, I mean, now it is truly, like, truly lost for the Russians. They've got, what, 3 units left? All of them pretty much battered. No generals to lead them. They're in a bit of a state. And as in history, the Russians are going to lose Borodino. Once again, I'm pretty sure every Borodino battle I've covered, the French have somehow won. Just because, I think, just out of quality, the Russians never seem to have enough. Never seem to have enough numbers. It'd certainly be nice to see like some like really good players play as the Russians against maybe like more like average, newer players for the French. May balance that out a little bit better. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, here are the final 3 Russian units. They probably just look like they're going to make a stand here, put some shots.
We have killed their general, sir.
There was a general still to kill. Oh, apparently so. There's a general all the way back here. Was this Bagration, I think? No, apparently not. It might be. I think it was this line infantry unit. I'm not sure, not quite sure, but it looked like that's where it was lining it up. But yeah, here you go. Final like stand by the Russians. Look at this. Look at the massive infantry that just lines up. Too much infantry. And as you can see, there's like these colonel assaults here and stuff. And like the units are so healthy. colonel assault, not colonel assault. Shame they've not really seen it in action. There you go. I think that's the final Russian unit gone. All gone. And that is the battle. And look at that. The French just charged forward. But they're not going to need to charge forward because, well, victory is theirs. And there you go. We have a victory for the French at Borodino. They can now move on to Moscow and take the capital for themselves. Yeah, this one was sent in by Kingston, as I mentioned at the beginning, who was playing as Poland. He had a pretty good game. Surprisingly, a large army as Poland with 1,900 men. Usually you see Poland with like less than 1,000 because they just bring cavalry. But there you go. He also didn't lose too much, to be fair. The most that was lost was Bernahay's Corps, which obviously was pretty obvious with Imperator Sky playing as that one. Mad Skylord was playing as Udinor. But actually lost more than I thought. He lost 800 men. And then we got Munkos, who was playing as Murat, who lost most of his corps, but he got a lot of kills still. Got the most kills, actually, for any of the French armies. Well done as well to Colonel Louis, who was playing as one of the Russian corps' Game Lord, who was playing as another. He also has a YouTube channel. I'll leave his link in the description if you want to check that one out. And J-Master as well, getting like the most kills for any of the Russian armies, getting 907. I imagine he may have been facing Imperator Sky. And then we also got Polsky, who was playing as the final Russian army. Actually, and yeah, as you can see, those numbers for the Russians, they had actually smaller armies than the French. So that's the problem with the Russians. They need the numbers if you want to have a chance of winning, I think. Otherwise, you don't really have a chance of winning. Like, Russia's strength is in numbers, not in like quality. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. It certainly was a fun one. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And yeah, until next time, Legionnaires, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.